So the reason behind giving the axe a vinegar wash and not just grinding away all the rust is because the vinegar wash will remove all the rust, but it'll still leave all this scale that kind of makes it look kind of medieval, and that's going to give a brighter contrast to the outside edges and the center of the axe, which I think looks really good. I'm going to restart the foam mold part because my idea of heating up the axe head and then forcing this on didn't really work. So the forge I'm using is a charcoal-powered forge, and it's powered by this blower here, which the air comes out from right here and goes into a hole in the side of the forge, and that should give it enough airflow to heat up the crucible, which is a fire extinguisher crucible. It's just a fire extinguisher cut in half, and that's steel, so it shouldn't melt in the forge. So once all the aluminum is melted in the crucible, I'm going to deposit this borax flux, which I'm going to wrap in aluminum and then push it to the bottom of the crucible, and what this will do is bind to all the impurities and make them rise to the top. So I can scoop them out with a spoon. And I'm going to remove the crucible with these blacksmithing tongs and pour it in with the same tongs, and hopefully after a successful pour, I'll take out the mold and pour it in, or put it into this 5-gallon bucket. So I have the borax on this tin foil here, and now I'm just going to wrap the tin foil around the borax. Now the borax can be deposited at the bottom of the crucible instead of just taking a spoonful of the raw borax and putting it on top, which wouldn't really do anything. So I'm 99% sure that this failed, mainly because I poured way too fast and there's a bunch of either non-molten aluminum at the bottom or just loads of slag. This handle is going to be made out of 3 layers, and so far I have the centerpiece cut out of steel, and then for the other 2 layers on both of the sides of the steel, I'm going to be making that out of wood. So first I need to trace on the shape of the steel. Now that I have the 2 wood pieces rough cut out, I'm going to be attaching all 3 of these pieces together with these bolts here. And then these 3 bolts are going to be for the body of the axe, meaning the wood, the metal, and then the other wood piece and then these 2 bolts are going to be for the head of the axe, and that's what's going to attach it on to the top. I'm super gluing all 3 layers together before I'm putting them in the bench vise, and this is so that I don't have to worry about aligning them while they're in the bench vise. So now that I have all 3 holes drilled, I'm going to be taking my angle grinder and making everything flush with this metal piece in the center here, and then just rounding everything off.